What is up, guys? Back into another reaction to Oshi no Ko, this time of Season 2, Episode 1. To be honest with you guys, I can't remember where we ended off Season 1 at all. It's been a while. I only watched it that first time through. I haven't watched it since, so it's been, what, a year now, I think, at least? So yeah, no idea where we're going to be starting today, but super excited for this season, of course. You guys know I really enjoyed the first season. Especially, again, I like the start. This start was awesome, but I'm actually like my favorite parts were with Kana and again exploring the acting industry and the idol industry and such. I think it's fascinating and how it affects people, young people, how viewers and their opinions affect people. Is yeah, some brilliant stuff. The stuff with Aqua and such, I don't care for too much, so I'm not too mad about there being not too much kind of progress with that. Also, the trailers have been fan-fucking-tastic this season, so Doga Koba, or whatever their name is. Every show I've watched from them, I mentioned this in my audio reaction. Every show I've watched for them, it's been brilliant. Every single one. Again, I've got high expectations. Got some kind of live show of. Is this a I forget what they call it. A stage performance. I don't know what it's called. Theatre. That's the one, isn't it? Like a theatrical kind of performance right here. I think so. I think we see some of these outfits and such in the trailers, don't we? She's got those shredder things on her on her wrist. Wait, oh! Damn, that guy's posing right there. Oh, there's is that Aqua? Oh no, that felt like that could fit Aqua pretty well. That role. Mon me. Again, very classical Japanese. Oki. The beautiful princess. Princess Saya. Ooh. Is that like a preview? Tokyo Blade. Stage play. Is that the sound of people clapping? Okay, interesting. Interesting way to start the season. I think that's the sound of people clapping. It's slightly hard to tell because there's no movement of the crowd. Obviously, the main animation is here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to mute. I'll sort the timer out once I've watched the opening. But looking forward to this opening. The first opening was brilliant. And I think this is by, I can't remember who the song's by, but it's by someone I like. The opening song for this season. Oh, it's by the guy that made the Jujutsu Kaisen first opening, I think. Yeah, it is. Got a very distinct voice. I can't. No, I don't remember the name. Lots of characters right here. These two going at it. I apologize as well. A lot of the names I'm not going to remember. Oh shit! Hey, let's go. I like that. The little girl from the hospital and the doctor. I like that shot a lot. Yeah. Holy crap. Sorry I'm going back so much. Oh, that was smooth, that was. I like stuff. You guys know I'm a big horror fan. I like that. I like stuff like that. There she is. Damn, I like that shot as well of them. Just like as they were kids. And then disappear and then it stopping. Again, I know this is like the main premise, but again, honestly, I prefer the kind of looks at the kind of acting industry and such. Holy crap! Joel, lots of awesome character designs here, isn't there? Loads of awesome switch ups of characters already seen as well. And lots of sneaks at this play, isn't there, as well? So is that Aqua there? And I think that, well, obviously that's meant to be I, but I think that's actually that could be the other girl who's like the embodiment of I or whatever. Now, again, the names are a myth. I apologize. The only names I really remember is like Kana, Aqua, and I don't remember the other girl. Apologies. You guys know I'm terrible with the names. Ruby, that's the one. But yeah, it's the not even gonna try. The girl that we had a focus on, who received all that abuse, which was again one of the best episodes of season 1. And like I said, I really enjoy looks into things like that, serious issues with how society works, really, how the acting industry and music industry and such treats people. So that's Aqua right there then. Yeah. Glad you clarified that. Akane, that's the one. I almost got it. No, I didn't. I didn't really. I didn't really almost get it whatsoever. So she's playing the princess, really? Huh. Tsurugi. I knew she was there. Melt. Guy's name is literally Melt. That is unfortunate. And do you know what? Another thing you got, again, probably unpopular opinion, but I hope you don't see that fucking bird face guy again. Not a fan of that. The techie, I say, what did I say in Japanese? An enemy of all women. Hey, it just sounds better in Japanese. Probably why. Go on, Ruby. But again, from what we've seen for the trailers, my main investment this season is in this right here. This play, this Japanese play that they're doing here. This looks like it's gonna be fucking awesome. Just very funny because of the singer for the season having involvements with Jujutsu Kaisen. Lucky you. You are, but I also feel like some people grow out of love with it as well. So it's not like he's alone in that. But with young stars and such, obviously he's very much alone with that. So I said that again. Kana is an interesting example of like, there are those eyes. Yeah, she's an interesting example of like what happened to her. She's the Christian Bale of the acting, isn't she? I kinda. She puts herself in the role. Kawa. We see this shot in the trailer, don't we? I love that shot. He didn't even say anything. But this guy is who you're fussing over? He looked like a bub. Sorry, guys, but he looked like what would be your stereotypical kind of otaku. I guess he's an actor otaku. He's obsessed with acting, is what I'm gonna guess. Like his design, again, everyone has perceived notions of people when you see them, don't they? So again, I was like, this fucking guy. But Jesus, he actually sounds pretty amazing. I love that scene though. That shot from the trailer. Everyone's engrossed in this. Like they're like smearing their influence everywhere. Their enthusiasm is like smearing all over the place. Painting a beautiful picture of how this play is going to be. Okay, here, Makeower. Not fucking bad. Actually, pretty fucking awesome, bro. Like, he's so kind of calm and normal when he's away from the acting. Sorry, guys, I do just want to make sure Yeah. I forgot to unmute. Best check, but maybe a bit too late. Apologies about that. Okay. Again, he was pretty fucking awesome, wasn't he? $2.5D. So is that like combination of what we saw in the intro, like visual and like stage performance? When I say visual, I mean like screen. Okay, that was pretty fucking awesome, wasn't it? Again, I feel like this is going to be a lot of the season, of course, from what we see in the previews and such, but it's my main investment, so I'm glad about that going into this season. Annie. Bit rude. I say that. I tried to learn Japanese and quit when I got to kanji because it just like even the Japanese, as we saw right here, struggle to understand some things. Dude's just sat in the corner the whole fucking time. Stinking up the place. I feel like do you know what? That's actually like I wouldn't say in the same way, but I'd say in an opposite kind of way. In terms of things I've done, I've never brought myself down, but when like especially in like sporting terms, when I've been like asked to, I always play better when I play with / against the best like teams. For example, like if I play a higher ranked team, I always play better / kind of to their level than if I play a lower ranked team. I think there's some kind of like psychology kind of stuff with that. Maybe it is subconsciously. I just like kind of lower what I do because I know I don't have to do as much as to when I'm playing against like higher ranked opponents. But yeah, that's actually I can understand that a bit. Again, not in the same manner, but I don't fucking tone myself down. I think they call that like sandbagging, don't they? Not in that manner, but again in like terms of I always seem to like raise my game and such whenever I'm against like the best, and I always have like my best like football performances against the better teams. So I always find it quite funny. That makes a lot of sense, though, doesn't it? It's gonna be scary. Big time. That's your girlfriend right there, bro. Go on, Akane. Kana's my favourite, but I like her as well. I like her as well. Like, why does it have to be one or the other? I like both of these girls. Kana is my favourite character in the show, though, so. Not a big part, but a vital part. Still important. At least you're free for a bit of interpretation, although fucking people seem to hate that kind of stuff. People hate when adaptations aren't properly adapted. Like, come on, give the guys some fucking creative influence over the work they're going to do. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as the source material. In fact, that's what creativity breeds. Like, a lot of the best remakes and such I've seen, a lot of the best sequels and such I've seen, take what, like, the remake. I'm thinking of like games here as well, for example. Like, they take what the original had and improve upon some things, add things that they think would work well. I think I know anime fans seem to have this thing of, like, I think it is slightly different for anime, isn't it? Where they want their adaptation from a manga to be exactly the same. No differences, nothing left out, nothing new added, just exactly the same one-to-one experience. But if you're going to do that, don't get me wrong, I've watched anime that have been one-to-one adaptations and I've liked them a lot. And I'd probably like the manga a lot. But it is just like replacing that, essentially. Whereas I think sometimes, again, I've looked back to like the Fullmetal Alchemist original anime, and think of like, oh, I actually really like their interpretation of the story, because the manga wasn't completed by the time they got to like the final episode or whatever. So they made their own ending, and I really liked it. And again, I like that kind of that's what actors and people in this industry like. That's what they love to do. I think it'd be a shit. Like, imagine being in this industry as like an actor or a creative, and all you're doing is copying someone else's work. Essentially, you don't actually need to do anything on your own. You don't need to create any kind of scene or feeling. You actually just, oh yeah, copy and paste. I'll just do what's said here. I feel like this for Akane right here would be. There's a lot of room for her to breathe that creativity, isn't there, into her character. So she said she's had a bad start, but I think she's one of those people who does have kind of like a slow start. I see it, funnily enough, this could be a funny reference, but Everton Football Club, they always have, like, they're called the Toffees. They always have a slow start, like a toffee, a bit hard and such, but once you kind of chew into it and kind of eat it more, it kind of softens up, and I think she's gonna grow into this role a lot, just based off like the backstory again for it here. Sorry to go on a long old tangent there, but again, I think the show just brings up so many very interesting points. As I said, this seems like she's still a very vital character, even if she doesn't appear much. Yeah, exactly. And again, people get pissed off the fuck off with stuff like this. And when it does go bad, it is bad, don't get me wrong, but yeah, well, let people be creative. Massacre loving mania. Okay.
漫画を演劇という違うメディアに落とし込むために多少の変更は仕方ないとしても、脚本家にあまりにも便利に使われてる。
That's what she was talking about earlier with the script being an issue.
舞台でもこんな扱いだなんて。私は好きだよ。でもしょうがないよね。原作の先生がこれで OK 出したんだもん。これでやるしかないんだ。
Are we gonna settle for that though? Hope not. Oh wow.
朝までに修正よこせとか言われて大変だったよ。眠い眠い。脚本のゴアさん来てるな。
Oh, this is a good chance for her, right?
作者も来るらしいから挨拶がてらかな。
ねえ、この脚本ってどう思う？ちょっと原作とは違うでしょ？
ああ。でも割と原作に準拠した脚本だと思うぞ。俺が前に出たドラマの脚本に比べたら90倍はマシ。
京アマはひどかったもんね。
気になるところがあるなら直接聞いたらどうだ？
ダメだよ。演技の指導は演出家から受けるもの。多くの人にああだこうだ言われたら役者も混乱するでしょ。他の役者と演技のダメ出しし合うのも金田一さんは良しとしてないくらいだし。
スマッシュヘブンの公演はこれそう？まだ席用意できると思うけど。ああ。すみません。脚本について質問があるみたいなのですが、演出の金田一さんの意見も含めてお伺いできたら。二人同時に聞けば筋は通るだろ？
それはそうだけど。
何言ってみろ、黒川。
さや姫のキャラクターなのですが、なんていうか。
You've read that wrong.
この意図というか。
ああ、原作よりだいぶ好戦的な感じだしね。
そうなんです。原作だともっと葛藤が。
まあね、そこは僕もかなり悩んだ。ただその葛藤を演劇というメディアに変換した時、できないことはないんだけど、やや尺を取りすぎてしまう。漫画では大駒の表情一つで語れた心情を板の上から遠い席のお客に伝えるためには、それなりに長い演技が必要になる。ただでさえ登場人物が多く、様々な思惑が錯綜する群像劇を2時間程度の尺に入れ込むとなると、シンプルに整理する必要がある。
We know that already. We said that.
全てのシーンが散漫になるし、お客に伝わりづらい作品になってしまう。全て原作通りにするなら、脚本家という職業はいらない。盛り上げるところをしっかり定めて、要素を取捨選択していく。僕も原作のファンだからさ、あんまり手を入れたくないんだけどね。そういう汚れ役も僕の仕事のうちだと思ってるからさ。と言っても演じるのは黒川さんだから、引っかかってる部分があるなら今からでも直すよ。甘やかすな。俺も原作は最初の何巻かは読んだが、さや姫の心情を入れればノイズになる。いっそ活発なキャラにしたことで対立構造がシンプルになり、見せたい部分を分かりやすく見せることができている。作家としてこの判断は間違っていない。だから採用した。この舞台においてお前の役割は心情の深さを見せることじゃない。人物たちの対立を分かりやすく見せる舞台装置としての説得力なんじゃないか。
This is a bit of a tool.
そうだけど納得できたか？
Wow. Satisfied? Word satisfied.
わかりやすくか。
はい、お疲れ。
Accurate.
こんにちは。
What is this kid?
東京ブレイド作者のアビコ先生。
Only two?
付き添いの吉祥寺と申します。吉祥寺先生、お久しぶりです。有馬さん、今日アマの打ち上げ以来アクアさんもまたお会いできて嬉しいです。
光栄です。先生、お久っす。わかっちゃいるけど、
Melt.
そりゃお前、今日アマではめちゃくちゃしてたしな。原作者からしたら親の敵みたいなもんだろ。まあな。
先生、はじめまして。ほら先生、ちゃんと挨拶して。
I feel that. You got a whole room of them right here. Is that the manga author? Sorry if I'm totally spacing out. Just the manga author? Very cute, isn't he? Same fucking thing, who cares? You're gonna be pissed at the Akane change. Come on. What the fuck? Well, that was a change in tone. Zembu. That was a change in tone. I was like, oh, really cute. But I guess I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, to be honest with you. I think it's a guy, but she's definitely wearing a woman's dress. Zembu. The way he said that, I think it's voice acted by a woman as well, which makes it even harder to tell. So apologies. Again, it's not like it really matters. The way he said this, everything. Oh, what the fuck? I'm guessing this is the author, the way they call him Sensei, but I could be wrong about that. I will just go back quickly and watch the intro again. Apologies. Before we get into the ending, of course, which I will have to mute again. Creator of Tokyo Blade. Okay. Again, sometimes there's a lot of text on the screen. So yeah, that was quite the change in tone there. Holy crap! But top level author. Of course, got to be passionate, and you've got to have this side to you, even if you are super meager. Maybe it is a girl. Would a guy wear something like this? Again, it's not really important, but just so I don't use the wrong gender in the future. But yeah, it looks like we've got the ending here, so I will just quickly mute and then watch that. But awesome first episode today. Saw a lot of stuff we saw from the trailer, which I actually like. The fact that they don't show loads of stuff from later on in the preview trailers. It was a really awesome episode, wasn't it? Again, lots of very interesting points brought up, especially with Akane. Looks like this is going to be quite a big season for her, potentially. Hopefully, if they change the fucking story. And again, gives a good look into how things are adapted, doesn't it? I think this will do. I was talking about earlier about how you could kind of give good creative freedom. Imagine the author may not like a lot of the changes. Obviously, he said they won't fucking change everything there. But yeah, it's just super interesting seeing how it develops, how like script and how changes do develop to an adaptation. A lot of people won't like it. A lot of people do things because of necessity, like bringing the time down, cutting character screen time because they have to. It's always like I always equate that to like the light novel adaptations. You can't adapt a light novel fully; it's just too long to an anime a lot of the time. You've got to leave stuff out. It's again just having to choose which stuff you leave out and so on. But everything has meaning. Everything in a book has meaning. So it's like even if you do leave out like what you think is like the smallest thing, it could have a kind of domino effect of like, oh, now we're missing a load of context to a character, a load of, as we see with Akane, a load of kind of inner conflict and such with the differences. Again, there's a lot of really cool shots, like the one where there was like two expressions of her. And again, one was like an inner conflict, and one was just like the "I'll fight you," and yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, I won't go on too much longer. You guys know I have a lot to say about this show. It covers some extremely interesting topics. Let's give it a rating already. It always covers some really interesting topics for me. So again, I'm loving the fact that we're fully focused on this play at the minute, and fully focused on Akane as well. Like I said, Kana's my favorite character in the show, but I really like Akane. I really like a lot of the characters in this show. So it's not like, oh, this is best girl and blah 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 doesn't even come close or whatever. Like no, like those people are just stupid, honestly. But to appreciate every character in their development, so like you can't say Akane, even if Kana is my favorite character, you can't say Akane is bad, because she's a phenomenal character, and again, can't wait to see more of her. Do let me know what you guys thought of this episode though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week with episode 2, so I'll see you guys then. Have a good day, guys.